Hey, how's it going? So, check this guy out. This is really nothing more than an elite black one in like a vintage sunburst. Really cool checking. Um, some like groovy lacquer flaking and stuff. Um, Everything's killer. A little close up on this dude. Check the checking and whatnots. But yeah, super, super legit. Got the clone pickups, the raised textured wood grain. Kind of, yeah, check that out right there. Super awesome. And what's cool too is usually it doesn't work this way, but usually the like these wood grain lines here on the pickware, they usually don't line up on like the actual wood grain on the body. Um, but you know, just to match the look of the black one, we still do them. It's not really a huge noticeable deal, but these you can see like the wood grain, like if you just follow that line, it just follows right through, and doesn't quite line up on that one, but it lines up close enough down here that it still looks like pretty legit. But that one there is pretty cool. Just a little detail. I'm probably the only one that notices, but whatever. But yeah, super killer. The back is where it's at. The this part here is just absolutely killer. Like that could not have turned out cooler. Like the vintage formula when it dries out real hard, it's just so fragile, which is what you want in a lacquer. So it just kind of wears on its own, but just such a beautiful player. Nice cut flame maple. I believe this is quarter sawn flame too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, quarter sawn flame. Quarter sawn, you can tell. Little focus on there. The grain lines go up and down, so it's like a way harder cut. It's a way more solid. That'll require less setups. Um, Way more resilient. It's a killer cut. And this one here is a optional cut of super dark Indian rosewood, which is cool. So this is essentially like an elite without the Brazilian board, which is cool. Yeah, just a hell of a guitar. Real lightweight too. I haven't weighed it, but it's probably like super low sevens. Probably like 7.2. It's my guess. But and we just did like the vintage nickel tuners on this just to match like the vintage nickel hardware on the rest. But thing could not have turned out any better. As far as the amp we're going through today, the Princeton that I did a video of a little while ago, changed. Actually, I don't even know if I uploaded that, to be honest with you. But I changed the speaker out. The one that was in there was trash. So I put an Eminence Delta in there. It's kind of like an EVM, only not as good, but way cheaper, and you can find it. Excuse me. I also put in a, I forget. I switched out the first tube, the 5751 or something like that, preamp tube, for a lower gain, kind of like what Stevie did on the super reverbs and stuff. That made way more of a difference than the speaker did, to be honest with you. We're going to be playing around with, we got a just an 808, and we're going to be messing around with a silicon bc108 or bc109 fuzz face too, so that'll be kind of groovy. So anyway, check this guy out. Yeah, it's just clean channel. They all pretty much sound the same. So usually, you know, tube screamer. So, something totally different. I'm going to be messing around with the tones and stuff throughout this whole with that silicon fuzz, kind of true for a lot of fuzzes, is like at 10, like volume 10, like volume 9, you can instantly hear it just kind of cut out. So there's 9, there's 10. So 10. 8 almost doesn't even sound like it's on hardly. controls are like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. So this is 10 and 10. So let's add the tube screamer. So it's going guitar into the fuzz. Fuzz has to be first, otherwise it sounds like garbage. So guitar, fuzz, now tube screamer. So let's do clean, tube screamer. Tube screamer is 10 o'clock on every knob. So clean, tube screamer. Just the fuzz. Tube screamer and fuzz. Almost kind of like if you've ever bought like that's another pain in the ass. But if you've ever bought like a really cheap, very shitty Big Muff clone, kind of sounds like that. But yeah, these fuzz faces, when you turn your volume to 0, you get that. Absolutely obnoxious. So, yeah, good stuff. Neck pickup. Now I'm just messing with the volume. So we got to do it. We got to do it. Fuzz all the way up. Bridge pickup, everything wide open. Back off the fuzz just a hair. Makes it a little more manageable. So, fuzz face, I gotta do it. Forgive me. Turning the reverb up a little bit. nuts. Ah! It's enough to piss off the throat, man. Oh, so much better. Good stuff. All right. I will see you guys in the next vid. Have a good one.